All right, so this is the actual last lesson, particularly dealing with factoring quadratics. The next lesson we'll deal with we factor and then do something else with that factored form. Now, the goal is I can factor quadratics that are factorable. Okay, so we're always going to assume that they are factorable in some respects. So what I have created here, and you have it in front of you, is a flow chart. So this is like a checklist that I have in my head that I do when I factor. Okay, so the first thing that I look at when I'm looking at factoring strategies is I always check for a common factor. So I deal with that first. If I have one, I take it out and then I move down to the next level. So the next level then would be, do I have two terms or do I have three terms? If I have two terms, then what I'm left with, and we're going to follow that one down next. If I have two terms, I check, is it a difference of squares? In other words, do I have a perfect square minus a perfect square? If I do, then that's how I deal with it. Okay, if I don't have two terms and I have three terms, the next thing I check for is it perfect? Or is it a equals 1? Or does a not equal 1? Obviously, I'm hoping that it's perfect because then what I do is I can deal with that with both brackets are identical. If a equals 1, then I'm left with something else. I'm left with this part of the flow chart. If the c is positive, I know both brackets have the same sign as b. If both brackets are if one of the brackets c is negative, that means both brackets are different. And the largest number is going to have the same sign as b. Okay, so you can always look back at this lesson if you so need to. Okay, then we're left with when a doesn't equal 1. Okay, and that was yesterday's lesson. Now, I have here educated guess. Now, I have educated guess, but at the same time, I gave you lots of different skills and a talk through in order that you can figure out exactly how to factor these kinds of complex trinomials. Okay, so this is a flow chart. What we'll do in the classroom is we will make an anchor chart of the flow chart so that it's there for you and you can make reference to it. It will be there also during a test if you so need it. So really today's lesson really is just to make sure that you have that checklist in your head, okay, that you go through those different, the different, sorry, different roadways of the flow chart to get to what you need. So what you're going to be doing tomorrow in class is you're going to be doing, again, lots of factoring. Okay, remember EOP means every other part. So these have like A, B, C, D. So you're just going to do A, C, E. So you're just going to do that just to cut down a little bit. Okay, make sure that you are doing the factoring because it's really important that you can do it. Okay, so we'll see you tomorrow.